Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a recently released title and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Fire Commander, which is an RTS style micromanagement game where you basically manage your firefighters and put out fires, save lives, do all the good heroic stuff. So far, I really like this game. I'm not very far into it, but we will give you my first thoughts and impressions as we go. As always, we'll look through the settings first, and then we'll jump straight into the gameplay and show you what it's all about. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it. Alright then, so your settings. It's really interesting that they've chosen to do gameplay first instead of graphics. It always astounds me when developers tend to mix up the order of the options. Outside of gameplay, you've just got language. It would be nice if they added a few more options here, maybe some accessibility, some color options maybe wouldn't be a bad idea, and stuff like that. Your sound options, it seems to start the game at max volume, and unless you hit apply and before you change to a different set of sub options, it won't save it. It's not an apply all options that you've changed in the instance that you're in the different sub menus. The music so far isn't bad. It's very 80s, I would say. It's very 80s hero movie. But yeah, so it does start it at maximum. And then the all important one, graphics. You've got full screen, resolution, vertical sync, FXAA, quality level, texture level, shadow quality, gamma, bloom, motion blur, and chromatic aberration. Now, unfortunately, it has these horrible side scrollers, which just constantly, go around. There's no end to it, which I'm really not a fan of. I'd prefer like a drop-down menu or a bar underneath to show when I'm on the last option and no way to scroll through it. You've also got no way of controlling the FPS outside of VSync. This is something that they could possibly look at as well. Other than that, it's got a pretty decent array of options, and for the fact that it's a top-down game, it's pretty damn good. I'm fairly impressed. There are definitely improvements that they could make, but at least it's a pretty good start. Also, motion blur is on by default, so you might want to turn that off. Right then, let's look at the gameplay and see what it's like, shall we? We'll start in the station headquarters, as it were, where you get to look at everything that you can do. Let's go. Alright then, this is your main headquarters. This is where you're going to upgrade all of your gear, hire new staff, keep an eye on your finances, make sure that they are all up to standard and everything that you need for that before you go into missions. So far I've got 3 options unlocked. I've got the training area, which is where you can go and do practice missions and just get to grips with everything. You've got your unit management, which is where, as you can see, you've got the social room. You've got different areas that you can go here. You basically put your units in here to allow them to rest after each mission, to make sure that their HP and stamina is up to date, and then you can just literally return them to service when they are. You want to keep these bars here as full as is possible. Then you've got your dispatch, and this is where you can see different missions. As you can see, there's a fire at a railway, and there is a fire inside of a large office. One thing I would say is it would be nice if the text wasn't so blurry. It feels like it needs a bit of sharpening, and it's something that you see all the way through it. The text kind of looks a bit blurry and not very clear, and it's kind of hard to read. I don't know why that is. I don't know what's causing that, but if they could fix that, that would be great, because it would just improve the user experience. Once you've gone through all your training and once you've gone through all these beginner missions, you will unlock story missions, which is kind of cool. And then you'll also have unit training and your garage as well, where you can expand and make your units better overall. Incident report, and it will show you that you need 2 regular firefighters at a minimum. So it works off an XP based system. The more XP that your firefighters have got, the better they're going to do. However, if you only choose 2 firefighters, you're going to have possible difficulties later on. So, I don't know. For me, early on, I want to be choosing all 3 of them to get them some XP. So we didn't use Mr. John last time, so we're just going to click on him there. Then we're going to always take our medic with us just in case there. And then I want to take this one, Mr. Heba Dillard, here as well. And once you've got your firefighters all selected, you can look at them, look at their skills here. And then once you're ready, you start the mission. Alright, so we're in. As you can see, we've got our tanker there, which is where we're going to get all of our water. And we've got our ambulance here, which is where we're going to take all of the injured parties. You can pause the game essentially with spacebar, which will allow you to assess the information and see where you want your firefighters to go. If we look here then, as I say, it is a top-down area. You can see your injured parties here, the fire here, and all the doorways in between. You can issue commands either all together or individually. So it's very typical RTS style select and move. You can queue actions as well by hitting the control key. And you can basically say where it is that you want to go. So if we want to go there, look, you'll see that he will go there first, then walk all the way around, and he will then attack the door there. So if we unpause it, you'll see him run away, and you'll see him starting to hatchet the door. Sorry, chosen the wrong firefighter, but either way. In the top right hand corner, you will see that you have your objectives. You've got to extinguish the fire and keep the damage level as low as possible and save everyone. So this is a very basic sort of get in and extract. This is why it is important to have a number of people and to queue everything up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our medic here and we're going to go through this door, and we're going to take this firefighter here, and we're going to go through this door. And then as you go through, you will see them fight the fire. You will keep an eye on their water meter here, which is the blue one, and keep an eye on their stamina and making sure that everything's okay, making sure that the fire doesn't spread as you go through. Once the mission's complete, you will get paid for your services. You will go back and you will see all of the things that you may or may not have unlocked. What we're going to do is we're going to select this guy here, and we're going to go here once he has finished. And that is the game. Honestly, I am very, very impressed. I really like this this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I like the fact that they've got voice acting for the firefighters. One thing I would say is it would be nice if there was voice acting for the actual mission parameters once you get going. But that's just me. And then, yeah. There you go. Let me know in those comments down below what you think. Let me know if this is a game for you. And I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Ciao, ciao.